Hey, this is Mark Moore, aka Tuxedo Mark, at various places on the internet. It's 3 p.m. according to the computer clock on Thursday, August 7, 2014. Just turned 3:01 p.m. And I just got this. One big package. Saved by the Bell, Seasons 1 and 2. Saved by the Bell, Seasons 3 and 4. And Saved by the Bell, Season 5. This package is a bit different than the others. This one is like it has a slipcover with the same artwork. Here's something interesting. Look at this cast photo. You got Kelly and Tori in the same picture. Tori was not in the Kelly episodes and vice versa. What happened was, in the final season, they filmed, a certain number of episodes, and then they filmed a Hawaiian-style movie in 1992. They had filmed the graduation episode in 1991. In 1992, they filmed Hawaiian-style, and that was the end of the cast's contracts for the series. However, for whatever reason, the producers decided to order more episodes, or the network did, or someone did. So they re-signed most of the cast members, but Tiffany Amber Thiessen and Elizabeth Berkley were committed to other projects, so they couldn't come back. So they hired Leanna Creel, I think that's how you pronounce her name, to play Tori Scott. She was kind of like a tough biker chick, and a new love interest for Zach, of course. Obviously, well, you see this photo, I'm not sure, I always thought it was photoshopped maybe, to put Tori in there. But this one definitely isn't. So obviously they had called Tiffany back in to pose as Kelly for this picture. And I'm seeing another one where the gang is gathered around Tori's motorcycle, and Kelly's sitting in a little passenger compartment, I believe. So, and Jesse's there as well. So obviously they did pose for some cast photos together, but that's the only interaction that they have. Anyway, so this packaging is different. I don't remember how this stuff looked in stores, so I don't know if these are the original packagings. I guess they are, but I really don't know. Seasons 1 and 2 doesn't have any additional material. There's some audio commentaries on the season 3 and 4 set, and there's a documentary on the season 5 set. Now here's the thing about the season. I ordered these used because I refuse to support Lionsgate for the crappy job that they did with this series. The series is a phenomenon. I was given shoddy DVD treatment. First let me discuss this DVD here, which I showed off in my last video. The two TV movies on one disc. As I mentioned in the description of the previous video, the trailers that they advertised here, it's just trailers for other movies. Yeah, there's no bonus material. on this disc. And you know what? I've watched Wedding in Las Vegas. I finished it today, and I'm currently watching Hawaiian Style. Wedding in Las Vegas, there's some pixelation problems, like some artifacting, or some, I don't know the technical term for it. It gets all pixely and white squared during the paintball scene at one point. Kind of bad. It's obviously, it's either a digital mastering issue or a compression issue. I'm not sure which. But yeah, they stuck two movies together on one disc, so that's how many minutes? 182 minutes. Yeah, it says so right here. Wedding in Las Vegas is like 89 minutes. Hawaiian Style is like 93 minutes. So 182 minutes on one dual layer DVD. It's pretty bad. But that's not the worst thing, because with these sets, okay, let me open up these sets. Here's seasons 1 and 2. Got season 1. Oh, you got disc 1. It's season 1. Disc 2 is also season 1. Disc 3 is also season 1. So first season gets 3 discs. And then season 2 is discs 4 and 5. So season 2 is crammed onto 2 discs. Now, what does that mean by seasons? I'll get to that after I go through the rest of the sets. Here's seasons 3 and 4. Go. Okay. Disc 1 is season 3. And discs 2 and 3 are also season 3. So season 3 is spread out on 3 discs, just like season 1 was. There we go. Love this. Season 4 is on disc 4. Huh? What? They crammed the entire final season on one disc? Not really. Here's the thing. Season 5. There's no season 5. Basically, I think it means the Tori episodes, the episodes that they filmed in 1992. What happened was they'd filmed additional senior year episodes after they had filmed the graduation episode and after they filmed Hawaiian Style, and then they mixed it in with the previous senior year episodes that they'd filmed. Now this packaging looks a lot better. Check this out. You got Lisa and Screech in the photo here. Got some credits and stuff. Got the discs. And then you got on the back Zach and Tori. And I kind of like Tori. I know a lot of people don't, but and here you got Slater and Kelly. Alright. This one isn't, the discs aren't even labeled season 5 or anything. It's just disc 1, disc 2, and disc 3. Yeah. That's what it looks like. So, oops. Regarding, let's cover this back up. Or not good. Yeah, it's a little bit. Okay. It's weird that the season 1 and 2 set lists a running time. Where is it? Oh, season 1 and 2. Running time, 750 minutes. But the seasons 3 and 4 set and the season 5 set don't. Anyway, and the packaging isn't even consistent. I'm guessing that these are the original packagings for the earlier sets. I'm not sure. If someone can clear this up, let me know. But anyway, regarding what Lionsgate did,
Okay, NBC back in the day, they had aired the episodes really out of whack. At least if you believe the online episode guides that we have. And I'm always wary of online episode guides for non-primetime series, such as, Saturday morning stuff or weekday afternoon stuff or whatever, because where would they get the information from about which episode aired on which day? If you think about it, for primetime series, you could always go back through the old issues of TV Guide, which provide episode descriptions, and you can get the original air order from that. But what about, a Saturday morning series from the pre-internet days? Who would be tracking this information? Where would online episode guides, or Lionsgate for that matter, get the original air dates? I don't know. Did NBC keep a copy of this information or something? So anyway, the episode supposedly aired really out of whack. In fact, the pilot episode where Slater arrives at Bayside High was held back, and then they add in a little voiceover from Zach at the beginning of the episode saying, "I'll never forget the day Slater showed up." And that's meant to give an impression that that episode is a flashback episode, even though nothing else in the rest of the episode indicates that. So, but you could get the production codes for the episodes, which will indicate which order that the episodes were filmed in. Not filmed, they were videotaped. Yeah, Saved by the Bell was shot on videotape, so it's limited to standard def only. But anyway, assuming these production codes are accurate, you can sort the episodes into production order, which makes more sense from a storytelling perspective. Not that there's a whole lot of inter-episode continuity, but there is some, so you can sort them that way. Supposedly, if you believe the online episode guides, 2 episodes from Season 1 were held back until Season 2. And then another 2 episodes from Season 1 were held back until Season 4. And also 2 episodes from Season 2 were held back until Season 4. And the 2-part episode where Zach and Kelly broke up supposedly originally aired as the Season 3 premiere, but they were the last 2 episodes that were filmed for Season 2, so they were meant to be the Season 2 finale. A lot of stuff that you can find when you look at the series from a production order standpoint. Some stuff doesn't make sense. For example, the Prom was filmed second in Season 2, but originally aired first. Now, first of all, it doesn't make sense that the Prom would be held at the beginning of the school year, but whatever. Continuity issues aside, and there are plenty, but continuity issues aside, the first filmed episode of Season 2, which supposedly aired second, already has Zach and Kelly together. So it would make sense to move the Prom to being first, as it originally aired, supposedly. But yeah, for Season 4, they mixed the Kelly and Jesse episodes together with the Tori episodes. There was also one episode, it was a flashback called Best Summer of My Life, that was a flashback to the summer episodes, Malibu Sands and the Pacific Palisades Club or whatever it's called. Malibu Sands. Yeah, Malibu Sands and what was the Malibu Sands was the 6-part story arc during the summer, and then there was the it's gonna drive me crazy now. The 2-parter where Jesse's father gets remarried. That's gonna drive me crazy. But anyway, so those there was a flashback to those episodes in season 4, which takes place during the first week of school. Not the first day of school, even though that's the impression that you probably get, because Zach convinces his mom to let him stay home sometime during the first week of school. But in the Kelly and Jesse batch of episodes, they do start with the first day of senior year. So it's like, what? Zach goes to school for the first day of senior year, then he's like, oh man, Mom, I'm so exhausted and stuff. I think I better stay home and relax. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't really fit. But anyway, it's interesting that in that episode, even though like Zach, Slater, Screech, and Lisa are the only ones in the episode, Kelly and Jesse call from Bayside. But this was filmed during the Tori batch, and there's no mention of Tori, and they used the opening credits with Kelly and Jesse, even though Kelly and Jesse aren't in those episodes. Some other stuff has to be moved around if you're going by production order, such as the Christmas episodes. I think they were the last ones filmed of season 3, and they would have to be moved up earlier. All sorts of weird stuff. So these episodes are completely out of whack. Now apparently Lionsgate moved the season 1 episodes that had been held back onto the season 1 set. So these episodes are not in production order, and they're not quite in original air order either. Now, in addition to that, there are other problems. Soon after the series started, the episodes were put into syndication fairly early on. I'm not sure when exactly, but I know I first started watching the series in syndication on WGN while there were new episodes going on NBC. And what they did was, in syndication, they allow more room for commercials. So they could do one of two things, sometimes both. They could speed the episodes up slightly to allow room for more commercials, or they could cut some material out, like trim some scenes or cut out entire scenes. Saved by the Bell, from what I can tell, they didn't speed the episodes up. They're still at the correct timing, but what they did was they cut out around a minute of footage from each episode for syndication, maybe a bit more. Also, they used a standardized opening credits sequence for syndication. Now, here's the thing. For seasons 1 and 2, there were different opening credits sequences featuring different shots of the characters, and sometimes in different order. I mean, usually the way that most people are familiar with it is Zach, Slater, Screech, Kelly, Jesse, Lisa, Mr. Bellman. But that wasn't the case in the original NBC airings of like seasons 1 and 2, I believe. They would do they had like a different order that they introduced the characters in, as well as different shots of them. In also, for some episodes, NBC used an alternate version of the opening theme, sung by Michael Damian, who was like a one-hit wonder back then. He was kind of a big deal, I guess. But for syndication, apparently what they did is they took the opening credits sequence that was used for seasons 3 and 4, which is the one that we're most familiar with. I believe they took those from the seasons 3 and 4 episodes, and in syndication they used it for every episode. Okay, along with the regular normal version of the theme song. The Michael Damian theme wasn't used in syndication. Okay, so they have the standardized opening credits, but in season 1 they had an extra cast member, Ed Alonso. So they inserted him into the standardized opening credits sequence for the season 1 episodes only. And this is all in syndication, okay? So, what did Lionsgate do? I have no idea how or why this happened, but the episodes on the DVD sets are a strange mix and match of NBC broadcast masters and syndication masters. Yeah, I don't understand it. What this means is some episodes are around a minute longer, which is normal. It's supposed to be like 23 minutes and change. But the other episodes are 22 minutes and change. Sorry. And for seasons 1 and 2 at least, the easiest way to tell the difference between an NBC master and a syndication master, like right at the beginning, is the opening credits sequence. If you see shots of the gang from season 2, such as a shot of Zach at Lisa's birthday party from the episode The Aftermath, where Zach and Kelly had broken up, or if you see a shot of Slater during the lyric where it says "I know I'm in a mess," if Slater's sitting in the locker room and he's lifting that weight, that is a syndication master. Okay? Yeah, you can easily tell for seasons 1 and 2 right away if it's an NBC master or a syndication master. Why was this done? Who knows? It makes no sense that Lionsgate would use NBC masters for some episodes, but broadcast masters for other episodes. It makes no sense. Also, for seasons 3 and 4, it got a bit more complex. For starters, for season 3, the opening credits sequence matches the syndication opening credits sequence, so you can't tell if an episode is an NBC master or a broadcast master for seasons 3 and 4 right at the start. You have to check the running time for the episode. To make things even more complex, you're gonna love this. Hang on. The graduation episode originally aired in prime time in May of 1993 in a 1-hour block with the original pilot episode for the college years. Okay? Here's the thing. In that original airing, Mark Paul Gosselaar, Mario Lopez, and Dustin Diamond had little hosting segments, like between like the commercial breaks and stuff, like if they were going to commercial or coming back from commercial. I don't know how many of these that there were, but I know that they existed. And so they were they hosted this event. It was an event in character as Zack Slater and Screech, but they were addressing the audience. They also repeated this later on. They did it again with the original, with the graduation episode and the original pilot of the college years airing again later on. I think it was in September of 1993, just before the proper series of the college years started. But the hosting segments were different. Okay? They had filmed new hosting segments with the three guys. In the original, I forget where they were supposed to be. I don't remember. I think in the second one they were in like the student union set of the college. I think I remember the pool table. If anyone has this still on tape, let me know. I might or might not. Who knows? I had found my tape of the following two episodes, which was like the official premiere of the college years, but I don't know if I have any of the graduation plus the original pilot. I don't know if I have that. But here's the thing. This is a case where, for the graduation episode, where the NBC master had less content than the syndication master. Because when I saw the graduation episode in syndication later on, there was actually a bit more content. Some of the minor characters, like the nerdy characters, got their diplomas in the graduation ceremony. And they were given names. They were mentioned by name by Mr. Belding. And this wasn't in the NBC airing. I think in the NBC airing, it was mostly just the main cast members that you saw get their diplomas. Now, apparently, the longer version is what's on the DVD set. And it's a standard NBC running length. So I'm guessing... You see, here's the thing. I'm guessing that these minor characters receiving their diplomas have been cut in the NBC airing to make room for those hosting segments, which are not present, by the way, on the DVD set. But here's the thing. I remember seeing the extra footage of the graduation ceremony in syndication, but when I had timed the episode on the DVD set, it's a standard NBC length. So I'm wondering if the syndicated cut had cut something else out. Who knows? If anyone has like these episodes recorded off like NBC, WGN, and TBS, get in contact with me, please. I'm really interested in these little specific details of Saved by the Bell's airing history. But yeah, so not only that, but these 12 discs, it's 12 discs, hold 86 episodes. Okay? Double layer discs holding 86 episodes. Let's just do some quick and dirty calculations here. That is an average of 7 episodes per disc. Possibly, obviously it would have to be 8 in some cases. I'm really wondering how this will look. I guess I'll find out soon. I'm gonna go and watch these after I'm done with the video. Well, not watch all of them, but I'm gonna check them out at least. Just gotta spot check them. But yeah, I just wanted to share my latest acquisition. I now have most of the original Saved by the Bell saga, except for the college years. The college years was released by a different company, and it's out of print and it's expensive, even used. I don't think it's even available new. I'm not sure, but last time I checked, it was like 50 something bucks used, which actually went down from 70 something bucks used. It'll be a while before I get that. But yeah, so just wanted to share, and it's 3:32 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.